By 1918, World War I had dragged on for nearly 4 years. Millions were dead, empires were crumbling, and the war seemed endless. But now everything was about to change. The Germans launched one last desperate offensive, throwing everything they had into the fight. For a moment it looked like they might win, but then the tide turned and the war came crashing to an end. With Russia out of the war, Germany was able to transfer hundreds of thousands of troops from the Eastern Front to the Western Front. The German High Command saw a small window of opportunity before American reinforcements could fully arrive. They needed to strike hard and force the Allies to negotiate peace on German terms. In March 1918, Germany launched the Spring Offensive, also known as the Kaiserschlacht, or Kaiser's Battle. It was their largest attack since 1914. Using stormtrooper tactics, German forces punched through Allied lines and advanced more than 40 miles in just a few weeks, something that hadn't happened in years. Paris was within range of German artillery. The Allies were in full retreat. For the first time in years, it looked like Germany might actually win the war. But there was one problem. Germany was running out of men and supplies. The Spring Offensive had pushed their forces to the brink. The Americans had arrived. By mid-1918, over 2 million American troops were now fighting in Europe. Fresh, well-equipped, and highly motivated, they reinforced the exhausted British and French armies. In July 1918, the Allies launched a massive counter-offensive at the Second Battle of the Marne, halting the German advance. Then came the 100 Days Offensive, a relentless Allied assault that pushed the Germans back further and further. British, French, and American troops, now working together, shattered German lines. Towns that had been held by the Germans for years were liberated. The German army was collapsing. At the same time, Germany was falling apart from within. After years of food shortages, economic collapse, and mounting casualties, the German people had had enough. Strikes and protests erupted across the country. The navy mutinied. The German government was crumbling. By November 1918, the war was over. The German Kaiser abdicated and fled to the Netherlands. The new German government had no choice but to seek an armistice. At 11 a.m. on November 11, 1918, the guns fell silent. World War I, the war that was supposed to be over by Christmas of 1914, had finally ended. Could Germany have won if they had launched the Spring Offensive earlier? Let us know in the comments. And if you're following this journey through history, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, where we'll cover the Treaty of Versailles and its impact on the world. Thanks for watching.